It's Movie Time is brought to you by the Gateway Film Center, 1550 North High Street, Columbus, Ohio. For their details and showtimes online at gatewayfilmcenter.com.
The award-winning It's Movie Time is produced by John DeSando. Listen to the shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org.
I'm John DeSando.
And I'm Kevin Carr.
And this is
It's
Movie Time. All right, Kevin. I saw a terrific a movie that I liked called Tusk.
Okay.
Now, that's a real horror film to me.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith.
The first two-thirds are.
Yes. Now, we have the Skeleton Twins. Do we have another horror film?
It sounds like a horror movie.
It does.
There's a Halloween sequence in it.
Right.
There's some trick-or-treating going on.
That's right. There's a macabre mask. Yes. But really, it can be horrible in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And it stars Kristen Wiig, Bill Hader.
Yep.
So expect these two alums of Saturday Night Live. It's got to be funny. Kev, is it funny?
It is funny, but it's not funny in the Saturday Night Live sketch comedy funny way. And that's good because especially Bill Hader is so known for his outrageous characters and his sketch comedy, and he's had bits in movies where he's very funny, and he's very funny in this one, but it's a much darker, independent a drama comedy.
Well, look at this thing opens with the two of them being separated by years and miles, attempting suicide
Together.
I mean,
The bonding experience.
Yeah, I know, right? So they get together again, and it's I guess the term dramedy is probably the best. It's dramatic, but it's comedic, given those two. And there, for me, is the thing that I really like about it, is the fact that they bring a certain lightness to a very heavy sequence of events.
Well, and not just heavy sequence of events, but heavy characters.
Yeah.
The stuff that's going on in their personal lives and the stuff that they're wrestling with is some, I mean, you've got infidelity and lying and dishonesty and suicide and dark family secrets. This is not charming, fun, exciting type of subject matter. This is heavy duty stuff. And the fact that both of them managed to make it work and not make you want to, kill yourself when you're done with the movie, that's a testament to their performances, I think.
They get through it in part because of their sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also in that sense of humor that allows us inside of them to see who they really are, because frequently that's masking something deeper.
Well, I think there's a truth to that, too. Yeah. So many people do mask all their problems.
Oh, right, yeah. And they do a great job of that. Now, there's a cameo by Joanna Gleason that really tells me where these poor kids have come from. She plays mom coming in from Sedona, bringing them light.
They lay her on a little thick.
They do. They really do, right? Yeah.
That's probably the one time where the characters go a little bit almost into caricature. Not that you don't see crazy people like that.
You're so right. It is, but she's amusing to watch, and because I've seen a few moms like this, it just hits me right away. Saying, okay, that's part of the problem, man. Now, Dad in his Halloween mask could be also a contributor. You try to figure out what, but in the end, depression is sometimes chemical.
Yeah.
It's not just like a family circumstance, and that's what I like about this. I couldn't quite get a fix on why these two charming people were depressed, but I think in their somewhere in their makeup there is that inclination.
I think they characterized Bill Hader's character more as having the reasons for being depressed.
Yeah.
He definitely has a lot of struggles, and there's some history there. They leave her character a little. Her character is so different because his is he's a hot mess. I mean, he's all over the place and he's got real problems. Yeah. She ostensibly has the perfect life. She has everything that somebody would want.
She's a dental hygienist, successful.
Yeah, why not?
But I love when they go into the office and take some of that laughing gas.
Yeah.
But anyway, she is. But her problems, and I don't want to give away too much, but I think it's pretty obvious from the beginning. She's having affairs to compensate for some need that she has.
And she has what would be considered the perfect suburban husband, Luke Wilson, who does a great job.
Good job, is right.
Haven't seen him for a while.
I know.
Where's he been keeping himself?
So he's the husband who's just too happy.
He's too nice.
He's too nice.
Perfect.
Right, he's perfect. And so she's seeking other places for For what? It's almost a cliche, but it's true. There is a case where you can be too nice, and Luke Wilson plays it just right and makes her feel so uptight about what she's doing because he's such a good guy.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a. I think I was saying this to you before or after the movie. When we saw it, it's a neat choice for Kristen Wiig to take because she broke out with Bridesmaids.
Yes.
And she'd been in other movies
That's
before
right.
that.
That's right.
But that's really what kind of put her on everybody's radar. And since then, she's been having trouble picking scripts. Her scripts have either not broken out or they've not done well. And this one, it looked like it could have been that way.
Yep.
And I think if you were to take Bill Hader out of the movie, I think his character really makes the movie pop.
Yeah.
And gives it an even deeper humanity than her character. Without him, this I think would have fell into obscurity. I think he's the real, in a way, he's kind of the real star of this because he's that glue that holds it together, and he takes such just horrible things that have happened and some just insanely bad decisions he's made, and make it work.
I don't think. I mean, again, giving it away, but he's a gay man, and as a young person, he was. How would you say that?
Had an inappropriate relationship.
Yeah, with a teacher.
Yeah.
So very young teacher, played by Ty Burrell, apparently from television.
Yeah, from Modern Family.
From Modern Family, doing a nice job in a tough role.
Yeah.
And so he's coming back to him again, stalking him.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of tension between the two of them because he's a significant person in Hader's life.
Yeah.
And now, is it going to happen again, or what's going to, So it's a complicated business. But as you said, it makes Hader perhaps a far more interesting character even than Wiggs.
Well, and it makes that whole relationship so gray, and it's so easy to do to put that in a movie and say, well, this guy's a bad guy, this guy's a predator, and this guy's a victim. But they do a really good job stepping back from that, and not at all defending any of that happening in real life.
Yes.
Just might as well say that to get that out of the way here. But the fact that the way they approach it is again a very real way of approaching people's feelings and emotions and methods of self-discovery. Yeah. It's not always a comfortable movie to watch.
Right? Yeah. Here we have a dramatic comedy.
Yeah.
Very pleasing to people who like good movies. Pleasing to people who want some humor in some heavyweight subjects.
Yeah. With
some really good characterizations. So, with all of that, Kevin, the name of the film is The Skeleton Twins.
Yes.
And it has to do with the little skeleton objects they have. So, now.
Well, I think it's also it deals with the symbolic nature of what they put on themselves and take off to hold it together.
So this film, starring Kristen Wiig and Bill Hader, has to have a grade.
Yeah, that's true.
And would you be willing to be the first person to offer up the grade for our show?
Absolutely. I'm going to give it a B+.
Kevin, I hate this.
Is that you?
Yes. I can only say, if you look at my online review, it's B+ there because I don't want anybody to think we fixed it. But it reminds me of the days when I was teaching and we would get papers that we would all do, and we'd be within a plus or a minus of each other.
But see, that I think that bodes well for a good movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, I say that as a B+ because it doesn't knock it out of the park. I think Hader should be remembered in award season.
Right.
It's not perfect, but it definitely is better than most. So I think that just shows that it's a good movie.